Casey. I'm the VP of Current Series at Nickelodeon Animation. And I'm the very lucky executive who gets to work on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So thank you guys for coming to New York Comic Con. I wish I could see you, the lights are so bright, but I heard there's some really amazing costumes out there, so you guys, thank you so much. And handsome. All right, fantastic. See you later. But we've been working on this show a long time, and it's, we're so happy and thrilled to be bringing it to just basically old fans and new, and we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because really, the team who works on this show works so incredibly hard. As you know, they're giant turtle fans themselves. They know it backwards and forwards, and really, Ciro, Neely, and the team just work constantly to give you guys the best show possible, so thank you so, so much. So let's bring these guys out here. First off, please welcome executive producer Ciro Nieli.
Hi everyone.
Hi Ciro!
There's exactly, let me see, 2,342 people here. I was a math lady.
Yeah, fantastic.
Wow.
Next up, also, please welcome our head writer and executive producer, Brandon Almond.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good!
Yeah, I'm still a little out of it. Only a few hours of sleep, so.
That's how he
Look
rolls.
at all these people.
I know. Look at all these fans. It's amazing.
Twice as many people as I'm used to.
Incredible. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Thank you so much.
So we have our fantastic voice talent who's about to take the stage, and I want to tell you guys we have a really exciting talent that's coming with us today. Their first time ever on a Ninja Turtles panel with us. He's an amazing, amazing bad guy villain. But please welcome Eric Bauza as Tiger Claw.
Hello.
Give us a little more, Eric.
Oh.
キュッソネクを曇ってはいたものだが、果たしてどうかな。
I even wore my Tiger Claw shirt. I'm just kidding, it's a body tattoo. Bowser, can you meow like a kitten?
What, meow like a kitten?
Sorry, that's the
I
specific.
did have one for breakfast. So.
All right, guys. Next up, we have our fabulous, fantastic, the man who does 1,000 voices, and luckily for us, he's coming back to do Donatello. Please welcome Rob Paulson.
Boy, do you guys have good taste in turtles. Thank you. Oh my goodness, what a joy. Oh, I love you too. Thank you.
And then, of course, the turtle team would not be complete without the goofy charm, the crazy, crazy ways of our little Michelangelo, Greg Sykes.
What's up, family? Y'all enjoying yourself? Yeah! Let me hear you say Booyakasha!
Booyakasha!
What's up?
Nice.
Wow.
He's
Wait, we're missing a turtle.
Oh, I know, we got one more.
Oh, I thought he was gonna sit on my lap.
That wouldn't be a bad deal. But yes, please welcome our newest turtle to the team. We're so, so lucky to have him, Seth Green, as the...
Cool.
What's up, New York? Would you like some water?
Yes, I'd like to say before we speak to the Senate committee, all of the allegations are false. Ninja Turtles had absolutely nothing to do with that. If you just please excuse me and have some water. That sounded incriminating.
So Seth, Seth, actually, this is your first year at Comic-Con as a turtle for us, and also we just premiered season 3. Thank you guys for checking that out. It's fantastic, and it's also so now you've actually got to hear yourself as Leonardo. How was it for you to actually see yourself in that character?
It was really surreal. I grew up loving the Turtles, and just because I was such a spaz as a kid, I related more to Michelangelo, and never imagined. I never imagined playing Leonardo. I never imagined playing the serious role, the leader, like that heavy burden. I just never imagined it. But it's been an absolute privilege to take it on. I love it.
And we're happy to have you.
Lucky to have you. Yeah.
And Sykes, what do you think about that? Mikey is the spazzy one. Why do you think we cast you?
What do I think about what?
Are you our natural little energy ball for the show?
Well, I mean, it's
Spaz with discipline.
yeah. I mean, I'm a meditator, so basically what I do though is I empty myself out. I become in a very meditative state. I become very free, and then Michelangelo comes through. That's just how it works.
That's fantastic. And then the other thing, so as we were mentioning, we were so lucky to have Eric Bauza be our Tiger Claw, and Ciro and Brandon, you guys actually created this as a brand new character for the franchise. You want to talk about how that came about?
Yeah, well, we always, we come up with monsters all day long, and Brandon and I early on for this season decided that we wanted a character that was a formidable giant cat. And we always wanted a cat-type character so that he would, at some point, fight with Splinter, our giant rat. And we thought that was great. So we played around with a lot of ideas, like should he be from India? Because that seems, North Indian tiger kind of makes sense. And then we decided somewhere in Asia. And we had a backstory for him and stuff. So Brandon started writing, and I started drawing, and it kind of happened real naturally. And, we went through all the voices and thought, who should this be? And actually, just as a side note, I don't know if anybody knows this, Bauza in the beginning was one of my favorites. We actually thought about him even to be Shredder. And
I don't look the part, but
but things changed, and so we were like, no, we gotta bring Bauza back. So Bauza, Tiger Claw is such a favorite of ours. I mean, he's one of my favorite characters so far in the series, and to have Bauza play him, I'm just thrilled.
And we had a fantastic clip of that Shredder and Splinter kind of moment, or I'm sorry, Shredder and Tiger Claw moment. And do you want to take a peek at that, you guys? I heard
Mighty B, Eric Bauza. Wow.
So how long do you actually speak Japanese? Did you have to practice? What's the deal?
none, zero. That line, I swear, took 8 weeks and 3 translators later. Andrea Romano had a baseball bat, and she was going to beat it out of me one way.
I remember that session. It took how many takes?
It was a couple sessions.
Was it a couple sessions? I'm like, you're Asian, you can do it.
Can you?
Oh no, I'm like the whitest Asian guy you'll ever meet. Yeah.
We went through all 6 people on the crew that could speak Japanese, kept coming in and out of the booth
it was amazing.
Consult.
But now he has that line completely memorized.
Kyuso neko wo komoto wa ito mono da ga hatashite do kana. I'll say it at every dry cleaner.
All right, now all of you guys say it.
It's no booyakasha.
It works really well too when you go for ramen. The waiter responds well to that line.
Yeah, but it is an honor just to be on the show, but as a new character. There's so many classics that you can go to, and you guys have reimagined them all amazingly, but to voice an original new character on the show is something else, and I'm very thankful, and I'm thankful for you guys too, that tune in and make him a popular villain to come back to. So, thanks.
And Brandon, we're pretty much fresh off the finale for season 2, which was a huge hit for us in Nickelodeon. You guys are watching on TV, you're watching online. We love it. It's fantastic. Ciro, why don't you talk about the inspiration for that story? Because I know it's kind of near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the story, but the one thing that I was really focused on, and one of the things I always wanted to do from the beginning of developing this show was, paying service to Leonardo, especially through that Leo one-shot story from the Mirage series that I love so much. It's actually a 2-part story, which works really well because we had to make a 2-part episode. So it continues on into the Mirage issue number 10. where they finally confront Shredder in their in the comic. They actually live in April's place or they're actually in. They actually April's place gets burned down the second time around, and which is like it's the antique shop that she kind of lives above. So we wanted to do all that stuff and lose the turtles there. So it was great to see Leo kind of alone and kind of have a moment where there's not even any dialogue and have him running around in the snow and fighting all the Foot Clan by himself. And it was one of the first things actually I talked to Seth about when we were doing this. And like we talked about like how the Leo one shot resonates. And I go, he's the Leonardo. That guy gets it. So yeah, we should. Season 2 was huge. The finale.
And I know there's a lot of shocking moments, actually. Can we go back to the slides, please? Backstage. Hello. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. And I know there was giant shocking moments for all of you guys out there. And in fact, I was actually really surprised about one of them. So why don't we take a peek? Now, did anybody see that coming? Because I sure didn't. No, and I know. Actually, this is, go ahead, Rick.
Were you guys disturbed by Irma becoming Krang Subprime? Yes. You guys still want Irma back?
Yeah!
That's not gonna happen. Oh, sorry guys. Well, damn. Well, you have to keep watching. Maybe Irma will pop up again. Maybe not.
I think what was more disturbing was the fact that Gilbert Godfrey was living inside a teenager.
He acted like Duck. Pretty good.
Yeah, he was always inside her.
But he enjoyed that the most, actually.
Yeah, he loved it. He loved playing Krang Subprime. But it's strange too because a lot of people were shipping, the Irma Mikey thing. Which what were they calling it? Like Irma Angelo or something like that. But Irmangelo. That's correct.
Come on, Brandon. She like Angelo. Like
it's Of course, it's Irmangelo.
Yeah, a little clunky.
But Sipes, did you know that they were shipping those characters?
I do know.
I bet there's at least 3 authors of Irmatello or Irma Angelo fanfiction here in the audience tonight.
Yeah, probably.
She is cute until her head popped off.
And Gilbert Gottfried's inside of her. Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah!
Well, lucky for Mikey, even though his little maybe faux romance with Irma will never be, we are kind of serving him up some love in the future. So take a look at this.
So you guys recognize her?
Yes!
Yeah, Renette's an old character from the comics. She's the Time Master in training for Lord Simultaneous, and she will be making an appearance in the series soon. Voiced by one of my favorites, Ashley Johnson. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I love Ashley.
So more female characters coming.
So wait, I fall in love with her?
Yes.
You don't remember recording that one, Sipes?
This will probably be the 4th or 5th TV series that Ashley Johnson has been Greg Sipes' cartoon girlfriend.
Right.
In about 5 different shows?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, Ben 10, Teen Titans, Super Robot Monkey Team, Hyperforce Go.
Yeah, and now Turtles.
Now Turtles, that's so cool. But she still won't go out on a date with me in real life. I've asked Seth to put in a good word for me, and still nothing.
No, I did. I put in a really good word.
Thanks, dude.
That sounded like a man's voice.
I'll date you, Greg.
Sipes gonna take
I'll be the
you up on
sweetest woman that ever took you on a date.
As long as you're buying.
Oh, I'm all yours, Greg.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we couldn't bring Sean Astin out. He was unavailable this weekend. Our Raphael, he's fantastic.
He just texted me, he said, kill it, tell everybody I love them.
Oh,
Sorry. He meant all you guys.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't mean us.
He's at his daughter's last cheerleader game.
Right. He's being a good dad.
He's
a really
an
good
amazing
dad.
father and an amazing brother.
I think he's doing a decathlon on Sunday too.
Yeah.
For like 7 different
got it.
charities.
He's the next president of the United States. That's what I say. Sean Astin for president! Yeah.
Rudy.
So now that we don't have a Raphael, Rob Paulson, you've got to have some experience with this character.
Yeah, man, thanks to the good graces of Sierra and Brandon and you nice folks at Nickelodeon, I get another ride in the Turtle Van. 25 years later, and it's so great. Thank you. It's really great. And we see it here now, and it's not, we see these folks who clearly were, thank you for being here. It's so nice for you guys to come in and you see people who were wearing their old school turtle shirts and their kids or even their grandkids are wearing their new turtle stuff and they just sort of share the whole turtle fandom thing. And the reason that you guys are here and the reason the show is a success is because the people who are making the show are you guys. They are. These guys are the biggest turtle geeks in the world. And the money
enthusiasts
was turned over to these guys. and so I just am out of my mind and so thrilled to get another shot at this, but it's such a joy to see how this thing has swept across an entire, almost 2 generations, and it's arguably as big and powerful now, a franchise, as it's ever
More
been.
so.
It's astonishing, so thank you for all of it.
What do you think? Can you think you can play yourself Donnie versus Raphael right now?
Sure, I can do that.
Taste of both?
Sure, I can start out with Raphael. Hey, Donnie. Donnie? What's this Donnie? That just sounds really wimpy. And what's the story with this gap? You're trying to be David Letterman or... Just really looks awful. What, did you get in a fight and you lost? Hey, Raph, come over here. No, come here. No, come here. Come closer. That's for you.
Rocky, you
Don't you ever give me any crap about my gap. It worked for Lauren Hutton, and it's gonna work for me. And then I say, as Steve Martin said, I get paid for doing this. The luckiest guy in the world. Thank you.
Rob, can you do all 4 turtles talking to each other? What about doing all 4 turtles talking to each other?
Well, let's just we can have Donnie, Raph, Leo. Why don't we have? Do you want to have Leo as say maybe
George Takei.
Okay, so Raphael says, "Hey, you guys, check it out, man! This is so unbelievable! You guys, we're having this hot fudge marshmallow and tuna fish pizza. You want a piece, Raph? Well, sure, Donnie. That'd be really wonderful. How about you, Mikey? Yeah, why not? Cowabunga! That is the most bodacious, unbelievable pizza I've ever had in my life, dude. How about you, Leo? Wait just a minute here. Now, you're telling me that you are all talking turtle. Well, I've seen a lot of Klingons in my time, but nothing that holds a candle to you people. You are all about a quart low. And I would like to take you on Warp Factor 5 with me back to wherever the hell it is I come from. So there you go. I don't know what the hell that was about, but it killed a good 2 minutes.
I'd buy that sitcom.
Sorry?
I'd buy that sitcom.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Coming from you. High praise, baby.
So we also have a lot of sneak peeks for you guys on season 3, which I'm sure you're really excited to check out. In addition to voicing Tiger Claw, our lovely Eric Bauza is actually voicing another heritage character that we're really excited about. So let's play a clip first and check that out.
I'm just racking up all the Asian bad guys. There's a dial on my back.
You guys know that character, Hun, possibly?
Yeah!
Well, here's the new version.
We gotta give a little love to our 2K3 fans.
Yeah. And
Based on a certain martial artist.
those boards there were amazing. You want to give a shout out to the team on that? 'Cause
Yeah, the board guys are great. Specifically, this is Sheldon Bella, my brother from another mother. Unfortunately, he's in Australia now, but he still works on our show. We love him.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then so also, let's cruise on into this concept art, Ciro. One of Ciro's famous pieces of concept art. He does this for every character, and it's fantastic.
I try to.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, this is I felt the need. We're going to the woods, season 3, and we kind of felt the need for the turtles, kind of as characters, to kind of recenter themselves, kind of meditate on what happened, prepare themselves, and basically retrain and recenter themselves as ninjas so that they can make their return to New York and solve, whatever issues they've been dealing with, whether it's the absence of Splinter, and taking New York back. So with that, I thought ceremoniously they would have to kind of don new outfits that they would kind of make for themselves, and they would kind of look deep inside and find their power element. And we did a whole episode about it. It's one of my favorite shows. I think it's actually really beautiful and perfect. And we have a really fun clip from it that I think we can show you guys as a peek. It's still in storyboard form. It's done by one of our board artists named Mickey. It's just beautiful. So let's watch that. How awesome was that storyboard? Those voices. Where do we find those guys?
Pretty talented.
And also we have an upcoming episode featuring the Speed Demon character, again, another Ciro and Brandon creation.
Yeah, the Speed Demon character is very exciting. It's Ciro again did all this concept art, which is just incredible. But we always want to do a really awesome, 60s sort of inspired racing episode. And this episode, I think you guys are going to be blown away. It's really fun, very ambitious, very cinematic.
Yeah, we always, I grew up painting those Rat Fink model kits and the weirdos and stuff.
So that's actually Speed Demon Donnie, and don't worry, he doesn't get double mutated. He just gets possessed by this evil force. But that is just one of the coolest models.
I'm going to use that as my new headshot. I think that's a nice.
Hey, what do you think of that, Rob?
I think that is entirely too bitchin', man. It does. It looks like Ed Big Daddy Roth.
It does.
Rat Fink stuff. That's so cool. You guys ought to do this for a living. Really.
Wouldn't you guys like to own that as a toy?
It's probably going to happen.
I'll get on that.
That is badass, man.
And Ciro, did we have anything else for season 3, or was that it? Sneak peeks.
Well, I'm not quite done, but let's just show you guys an episode. Not that yet. There is...
Can we get some weird sound? What do you guys think? Bebop and Rocksteady? Come on, give it up. You guys can stop emailing us about Bebop and Rocksteady coming on the show because they're on the show.
It's pretty cool.
When did that happen? I didn't know we were doing that.
It happened yesterday, I think. Not really sure.
And actually, you guys are, your whole panel, you are all Turtles, fans. And I'm just curious, Seth, what is your memories of Bebop and Rocksteady? Kind of what was your favorite things about them as a fan?
I just thought they were ridiculous and silly and funny, and I like bad guys that are both really scary and borderline incompetent.
That'd be these guys.
What about
And
you?
plus the mohawk, come on, those guys, about as 80s as you got.
I just love their names. It's cool. They're definitely two of the most iconic of the bad guys.
And of course, in our show, you're the one who actually gets to name them, as usual. So
I'm good at it.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right. She gets a no prize. That's
yeah,
right.
she does. If I had a door prize, I'd give it to you.
I have one for you.
Oh, look at that.
You come up later and get it. It's a Spider-Man button.
So fun. And then I think, let's see, we do have an actual full-on sneak peek.
Yeah, I kind of screwed up. This is what I wanted to show you guys. There's a new show airing tonight at 8 p.m. That's not what we're going to show you. We're going to show you something that's not going to air probably till next week. This is the 3rd episode of season 3, and it's one of my favorites. Brandon, you want to say anything about it?
Also, we have a very special guest star in this episode, and it's Rene Jacobs, who is the original April O'Neil. Exciting. I think you guys are going to really like this episode. We don't want to say anything else. We just want you guys to just experience it, watch it, and hopefully like it.
This is October. This is our Halloween episode. I feel kind of Halloween early, so we're doing it up right now. You might get a little scared.
It's called Buried Secrets.
Let's roll it. Thank you so much for watching that with us. And actually, we have a little bit of time left over, so I think we'd love to do some Q&A with you guys if you're We got some microphones underneath each one of these.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Zero.
What'd you guys think of the episode? Pretty crazy, right?
It's the reason, for many reasons, it's amazing. We've told you about the technical aspects of it, and clearly it's up on the screen there. But the fact is that the incredible, gifted, ridiculously beautiful Andrea Romano is our director. And Andrea Romano happens to be right there. Would you come up here for a minute?
Come on up.
It's our voice director.
Andrea Romano, right here.
Andrea is one of the most amazing voice directors in the business and has worked with all of these guys for long.
On several shows.
And such a pleasure to work with.
I have such a crush on this guy.
That's a beautiful cartoon.
Right?
Yes. Scary as heck.
It's Halloween.
Scary cartoon.
Oh, wait, Rob, come
I
here.
was transported.
And you know what? Nobody mentioned Mae Whitman.
Oh,
She's
man.
just a stunning.
Yeah, Mae's super. This is a real good Mae episode too. It's all about her. And it's great.
And that hideous creature you designed, Ciro, good for you.
That was Rene. I'll give you credit.
But yeah, it's really exciting, and it is our spooky Halloween episode, so you guys will be checking that out in a couple of weeks. I believe it's on October 17th at 8 o'clock on Friday nights. And actually, let's go ahead and take some questions. Let's see, let's go to the side first.
Hi. How are you guys?
Wait, can we turn these lights down and the house lights up just a little bit so we can see who we're talking to? And then which side was that? Was that side?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
All right. I have a couple of questions, actually. I remember, Ciro, you mentioned auditioning a whole bunch of Leonardos before settling on Jason. How did you come to choose Seth? Was he one of the ones who initially read for him?
Seth never read, but Sipes hangs out a lot with Seth, and Seth's been around, and I think at some point I talked to Seth, and it just made sense. And Greg was pushing him a lot too, and just one little conversation with Seth, and then I don't even think he had to read. I just knew he would work out.
Yeah, we love Seth, so it worked out perfect.
Fantastic.
I love you too.
One more question. Are we ever getting a Cry action figure?
Yes.
Yes.
Mutated or regular?
We'll have to check it out.
I'm not
Let's
sure.
take a question.
Both.
Here to the left.
Yes. Great. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have actually two questions. One for Mikey.
Stick for one.
I have two questions. One for Mikey and one for the creators, producers. Mikey, we also know that you do Danny Rand, Iron Fist. How do you differentiate being kooky, crazy Mikey and totally zen like Iron Fist?
Well, they're all parts of my multiple personalities that are within me. But Danny Rand is a Zen master, meditator, which is very much like my natural self. And then Mikey's like, the child that lives within me that I also bring, to my daily experience. So yeah, it's different parts of myself.
Cool. And for the creators, really quickly, you guys make me feel so old because like when I watch your episodes, you bring like so many memories. Like watching that, seeing so many different montages and homages.
Don't think of it as old, think of it as experienced.
Yeah, so you put a lot of 80s stuff into it, like seeing Bruce Lee, wow. How do you guys decide what you're gonna use, like all the stuff you put in the last episode, how do you decide what homages you're gonna do, even the ones you take from the Turtle movies? What do you decide you're gonna do?
Well, I mean, we just go back, we look at the Mirage comics, we look at the Archie comics, we look at the 80s cartoon, we look at like the 90s movies, and we just try and take the coolest elements, the elements that we grew up loving, and somehow if we can, we just sort of mash it into our series.
Yeah.
I mean, like Leo in the Tub, which came from the original Mirage books, and they kind of flipped it for the live action, the 90 movie. These are just iconic moments, and we want to see them, live again through our show, through our series, and we just love doing it.
I think we're just basically, you keep the mentality that you're always a student, so you're always loving something, so you bring that into what you do. Like for the music alone, I constantly buy records, so the record I buy that week ends up influencing the show that I'm giving notes on music. It's always moving.
A lot of pieces of vinyl.
And unfortunately, I'm being told we got one more question, so we're over here. So sorry, you guys.
How you guys doing? First of all, I just want to say thank you. As someone who grew up watching the original 80s cartoon, the homages that you guys put into it is amazing. Seeing that now, and I could watch something that I grew up with, and being able to watch this new cartoon with my son and point out things like that is amazing. So thank you guys for that. You guys are absolutely amazing. In regards to that, I just wanted to know, how did you guys come up with Buyakasha as opposed to going back to the original Cowabunga?
Sipes?
Sipes.
Well, it was this very magical day at the Nickelodeon recording studios in Burbank. Actually, me and Ciro were playing with that, the idea of what would the new catchphrase be, and I busted it out during a session, and everyone loved it, and that's how it happened.
Some completely random magic.
Well, kind of orchestrated magic. Definitely big magic. It's so cool to think people all around the world now are going, Booyakasha! What? I can't hear you.
Fantastic.
Well, we're gonna be signing what, like right now? Are we going to sign?
I'm not sure if it's a ticketed signing, so that's one thing. But the guys will be signing at the IDW booth in about a half an hour.
I really wish I could answer all you guys' questions, but if we're around and you see us, ask us. And I want to thank everybody for watching the show.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
Guys.
We love you.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Also, just one last slide. Please put up the Activision game for Turtles is coming out this October. Please check it out. It's available on all sorts of consoles. Thank you.